Hi everybody, welcome to Swedish Dharma Tarot. My name's christinamarialeifsdotter and I'm here today to do a reading for Libra, which is wonderful. First, I'd like to talk about the moon and the position of the moon at the moment, or rather start with the meaning of the moon in our charts. Because when we look at a private chart or a personal chart, the placement of the moon tells us a lot about how the person in question functions emotionally and intuitively. It's also said that, I'm not an astrologer, by the way, I just happen to be interested. But it's also said that the sun sign that we're born into, for me, that's Cancer, that's the sign or the persona, if you want, that we strive to become. Whereas the moon is what we are. And that's interesting. Now, the moon has gone into Aquarius today. So I'm in total balance because that's where I happen to have my own moon. Now, if you're feeling the moon today, you're probably feeling rebellious, or maybe you want to get out there and save the world. And not that cuddly or passionate. You're quite cool. Now, the cool is the last thing people would accuse me of being, but it's very good for me to have my moon there because I'm very intense. I am a Cancer, so I have intense emotions, and also I have a lot of Leo in me, so I can be quite aggressive, and I'm passionate and dramatic and all of this stuff. And then the moon sort of, well, cools me down a little bit. It's also said that an Aquarian moon is very, very good for psychics, for psychic abilities, which makes me feel rather flattered. But I don't know how true it is, but it's my job, so yeah. Anywho, Libra. I don't know why you always get things with sex around you. Often when it's time to do your reading, it's Tantra here, and now we've got another goddess to do with sex. I'll show you in a second. I'll start with the tarot because, communication coming through. In the pre-shuffle, this fell out, love. Now, in the classic tarot, that would be the Lovers, and it's represented in my tarot deck by Venus, the Roman god of love and arts, the arts and the fine arts, etc., etc. So that's interesting. Now, the question is, and I guess the reading will tell us if this is somebody you already know, or if it's somebody that's on the way to you. Either way, it would be good, wouldn't it? And this is revealed. So maybe you don't know. Maybe you still have to find out who that is. We'll see. And in the yogic path, you got, now you'll see, Lalita Tripura Sundari, goddess of erotic spirituality. Well, that's right, in the hands of Tantra, isn't it? She's got some really luscious curves, this goddess. I think you're in for a really good time. And for a Libra, it's probably quite good to have a moon in Aquarius. They're both air signs. So I'd imagine you're feeling quite harmonious at the moment. Last minute shuffle here. If you have any questions, you who are watching, type them in the box. I'll do my best to answer them while we're on air, or else I'll get back to you. Oh dear, the conflict card fell out. I wish I'd stopped shuffling now. Let's see here. So maybe this is where you're reading, or rather you are heading, Libra, rather than what's happening here and now. It's looking that way. Yeah. The cards I work with are called the Goddess Tarot by Chris Waldher. And just so that you know, if you'd like to have a reading with me, that's perfectly doable. I'll put my email in the description box, and you just get in contact. Even if you happen to be from Africa or India, because it will set Westerners back 30 euros, $30 or 30 pounds or 300 Swedish krona. But if you come from Africa or India or somewhere else where that kind of money isn't accessible, don't let it stop you. Let me know what your problem is, what you'd like to help, what you would like me to help you with, and I'll do my best. So let's get into this now. There's something here. I think, you have, I'll show you first, a young woman in an air sign, young Libra, a princess of swords here. Libraness, the aesthetic, the diplomat, the beauty in lots of ways. You are ruled by Venus. I didn't think of that when the lovers card, when the love card fell out, but that's your ruling planet. And I think we have somebody here in a little bit of torment because they have such strong feelings for you, but you don't know about it yet. This young man comes up as, I'll just see if he comes up somewhere else, but he doesn't. So a Prince of Cups, so he should be a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces. And he's feeling rather oppressed at the fact that you're just friends. And that makes him feel rather weak, and he loses his empowerment in some way. But that's just a temporary position. He's working on this now. But and they actually say it's time. Look at this. That's our Prince of Cups. This is a card that says it's time now. Get going. And here is the 4 in number 4. Power. That's the goddess Freya in my tarot cards, and it comes up in the reverse, telling us that he's not feeling very self-empowered at the moment. I think he's a little bit, well, it is a scary thing when you know what you feel and you know that you want to tell you, dear Libra, how he feels. It's bloody scary because there's a big risk. There's always the risk that you say, what? But you won't. You will not. You will not. This young woman feels that you are part of her family, and that's not something incestuous or anything. It's just that she feels a strong connection with you. So this is the cards that would come up or that would appear when we just enjoy each other's companies with friends or people who stand close and dear to us. Here's the Judgment card. And for me, the Judgment card says that you're very good for each other, that there is respect, there's a lot of mutuality, a lot of common interests, and a love relationship that builds on that kind of moral ground or value ground. Värdegrund. I can't speak English sometimes. I forget the words. I think you get the gist of it. That gives the chance of success so much greater, because sooner or later the infatuation and the eroticism calms down a lot, and what have you got then? Well, if you haven't had a basis for a good friendship, then there's not much more to build on. But with a good friendship as the solidifying grounds, there is always a possibility to work on the erotic side of things, and I don't think you have any problems with that, Libra. I really don't. But it's a nice start to a meaningful and long-lasting relationship for sure. And you know what? There's communication all over the place. We saw it in the last card in the deck there, at the bottom of the deck. And we have, of course, a karma card. So this is all meant to be. It also tells us that it's going to be a bit tough sometimes. Well, it's starting now with you finding it difficult to or rather your partner, your future partner, finding it difficult to let you know what he feels. And that's the thing with karmic relationships. Or if we start with the normal relationships, all relationships move in waves, right? But the karmic ones, their waves are much higher and much deeper. It's more like this, which makes them a little bit taxing, but also very, very nourishing and rewarding. Yeah. So the conflict, I believe, is within the young Prince of Cups. And it has to do with these really strong emotions he has for you. So now that you know that he's on his way, you're a little bit prepared and you won't get so flawed. And maybe you even start longing for that now. And then we have revealed because that's it from the tarot. I should have told you. That's it. Number 36 in the path of the soul. Do you know how beautiful you truly are, dear Libra? I added the Libra part. It's time to stop hiding from the world. The universe is calling you. You have so much to offer, so much to give. This card is a reminder for you to see who and what you truly are. You are part of the one. You're beautiful and perfect in every way. When you hide yourself, you're withholding not only your energy, but your love. Love for yourself and love for others. Embrace yourself and all your quirks. We all have them. Let yourself be free. Let yourself shine. Well, I think that's appealing to be free. It's very appealing to a Libra. And yeah, there was nothing there about love being revealed to you. But anyway, I think you can relate to that. You're a young woman and you're still learning about yourself as well. Let's have a look at the yogic path. And Lalita Tripura Sundari. The goddess of erotic spirituality. Move toward that which makes you feel sensual, awake, and alive. In our society, we've been taught to repress our divine feminine nature in order to be taken seriously. However, by doing so, we're only operating as half of a whole. Lalita has come to remind you of your inner tantrika energy, that which oozes with erotic Shakti life force. It's time to merge your spiritual self with your sexual self, as the two are intrinsically related. Enjoy all things with sensuality, food, conversation, self-care, movement. Follow what feels good, not what makes sense to a patriarchal system. Bring in all aspects of yourself to the table and watch your life blossom. Beautiful. And I think you and your future partner here, your Prince of Cups, you will have fabulous moments of lovemaking that will enlighten you and heighten your spirituality, your spiritual development. And it's going to be so good. If you have any questions, let me know. Also, I'd like to take the opportunity to tell you that the hour after this, I go live here at noon Central European time and 1 p.m. Central European time. I'm also live on Facebook with a different sign. I think today it's Cancer, for God's sake. Yeah. That's in about 45 minutes. So if you'd like to join me there, I'd be really happy. And of course, I'd really appreciate it if you could give me a thumbs up, or if you give me a thumbs down, that's quite all right. But please tell me why. And if you could share and subscribe, I'd be so stoked. I want my channel to be a success, and I want to be able to reach and help as many people as possible, because I know I'm needed. Yeah. So help me with that, please. And get in contact if there's something that you wonder about. Thank you very much for watching. And if you want to, I'll see you again tomorrow around noon Central European time. Love and light.